Hi, it's Brook here of Creative Yoga London. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my singles yoga class and maybe why it's different than a normal yoga class and just demonstrate the different phases of what we do during the class. So the first thing is in this class I always work with a co-teacher, which is a woman. And the reason I do this is because as much as I like to think I'm in touch with my feminine side, I'm obviously not actually a woman and I can't radiate out the same presence as what a woman can. So in this case, at this place where we are now, the Albany Club, I work with Camilla. So Camilla's a dance movement therapist, body worker, yoga teacher, and just a general beautiful presence to have. Okay, so the first thing we might do in the class is it's about coming in tune with your own body. So I'm just going to get Camilla to demonstrate. So the first thing she does is going to lie down. So get the whole group to lie down, because before we connect with someone else, we need to kind of be embodied in our own self. And so we do a little exercise. I'll talk you through. It's like a breathing exercise. And so we do that. It might last, between 5 and 10 minutes. And then from that place, you come back up again. And then we do a little bit of warming up. So again, at this point, we're still actually, in our kind of own body and in our own entity. And then we're going to start doing partner exercises. So there's a whole repertoire of different partner exercises we might do. But for now, I'm just going to show you 3. So first thing we might do again is, like I said, making sure that you're still inside your own body. So quite often when we meet other people, we can kind of on a very subtle level become a little bit startled. So whenever we do these exercises, we really try and tune back into our own breath so we're still connected with ourselves. And then so first exercise we might do is we might just lean back a little bit and stretch open across our chest. It's also a really nice one to do because when you're working with your hands like this, they're actually energetically connecting to your heart. So it kind of works your heart energy a little bit. And again, just stretching open. Okay. And then we might do something, perhaps stretching our spine. So we're just going to hook our elbows round here. And I'm just going to lift Camilla up. So I'm just going to sink down a little bit and lean forwards. So just lifting my partner off the ground, or gently onto her tiptoes. And then coming down again. And then Camilla can just do the same to me. Okay, great. And we might do something sitting back to back. So we're just going to sit down and we're just going to do a little twist together. So just take your right arm out in front of you and then just twist down to the right. And just putting your hand on your partner's knee and just twisting yourself around. Okay, great. And then coming back. Okay, lovely. And from there, we might actually go into doing a little bit more subtle kind of connection. So physical connection is one thing, but we also want to be connecting with people on a slightly different level, maybe a slightly deeper level than how we meet people in normal life. And this is where we might do some kind of connection exercises like eye gazing. So again, the first thing we might do is come back into our own body. So I'll keep emphasising that because you can do exercises in a really empty way. But what we're trying to do, we're trying to make sure we're embodied and full of our own energy when we connect. So we might just sit and might start off with our eyes closed. And again, when I feel the ambience is right in the group, I'll just encourage people to open their eyes up and make eye contact with the person they're working with. And again, moving from this place very slowly, we might then move into actually perhaps holding hands or just touching hands. And again, some people might do this with their eyes closed. I mean, the invitation would be to open your eyes eventually, so you kind of feel like you're in contact with someone and embodied in your own body, and also making connection with your eyes. Okay, great. And then from there, we will perhaps come back up again. And then I like to focus on doing postures and sequences. Again, these might actually be back on your own by now, which are connected to open up your heart energy. So we tend to get quite contracted across the chest, just generally in life. There's a lot of very discordant energy out there. And when we're just walking around in our everyday life, we tend to close and contract a little bit. But your heart energy is really important to your overall sense of well-being. So we might do some gentle kind of exercises where we might just open up, almost like Qigong exercises, or whole little energy block release sequences, I call them, from the Drew Yoga tradition, which again work really strongly with opening up your heart energy. This also makes you feel much more animated and makes it easier to connect with people after as well when we do the social. And then the final part of the class might be just lying down and doing a relaxation. So I always do this. maybe 15 to 20 minutes of relaxation. And we talk through a whole process with this. So we'll go through our physical body once. We might just gently tighten up muscles and then relax them with the breath. And then we pass back through the body again. And this time we just put our attention in different body parts, breathe into them and then breathe out and relax them. And then on the third time through, we might come back through the body the other way and do things like draw light down into the body. And it's a really deep, potent relaxation. And I've done yoga for nearly 20 years now. And it's always the relaxation at the end, where a lot of things can shift and change, in your body. Different things can move around and kind of heal and reconnect and realign. And then after that, we should be generally feeling pretty good. So then we head off down the road and we have a social together. Thank you. Okay, cool.